Rain or shine, it's here to make you laugh. It's the Steamboat Comedy Podcast. It's the Steamboat Comedy Podcast. And now your host, Kyle Ruff.
That okay? Sound check.
Are you sounding on the checks?
I think we're good.
How does a check sound?
How does that check sound?
What sound does a check make?
Have you ever heard the sound of one check checking?
Check, check.
Check to check it out.
Check ching, dude. That's what money talks.
Money talks here on the Steamboat Comedy Podcast. Welcome in, everybody.
Woo!
Excited to be with you yet again.
God,
Applause from the non-existent live studio audience. I'm your host, yet again, Kyle Ruff, joined by Matt Newland. How are you,
How's
sir?
it going? Great. I'm stoked to be here. I've been looking forward to this since I was born.
Looking for you were destined for this moment.
The doctor looked at me and he said, he's going to be a podcaster.
And your parents were like, what's that?
And they were like, he's like, just wait, because he's going to blow everyone's tits off with his fucking glasses and his wild topics, dude.
And his hilarious anecdotes.
Yep. And my parents were like, okay, is he going to make money? And they were like, no.
They're like, absolutely not.
God, no.
He's
Him?
going to be borderline homeless.
Yeah. Look at the dick on this baby. He's not going to make any money.
Born with a dick like this,
No way.
he's got an uphill battle.
All right, let's not start with baby dicks, though.
Right.
Let's
We end with baby dicks.
Yeah.
We'll circle back, put a pin in that.
Yeah.
Got a lot to talk about inside here. Episode 123, 123.
Yeah, fuck yeah, look at that.
Serendipitous.
The Michael Jordan number.
He won, and then that. you know that play? Who played for the Bulls? His number was 123.
Michael Jordan.
Oh, Michael Jordan. That's
Mhm.
right. I've heard of him.
Damn shame he never won a championship.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they should do a documentary on him or something.
Nah, it
on
sounds
Michael-
boring.
It's a little boring, isn't
Way
it?
bit boring.
It would be
isn't it?
rather boring, I think, if they did that.
Nuts. Got fun times. So I've been out and about. I was just spent 5 days in Vegas, which was too long.
Too many days?
Too many days.
How many days would you prefer?
I think 3 is the most days. Like a weekend in Vegas. That's the
nights?
most. 2 nights. Maybe
Yeah.
3 nights.
3 nights. Tell me, what was your favorite part?
My favorite part?
Yeah, if you had to just hone it in.
My favorite part was I'm such a cheap bastard
Yes.
that I needed to get from the Strat, where I was staying on Thursday, to the Golden Nugget, where I was staying on Friday, which is in Fremont. And rather than pay $20 for an Uber, I was like, you know what? I'll just walk. I'll save a few bucks. And it was a 2-mile walk.
Yeah.
It was 105 degrees out. And by the time I got there, I had a rash on the bottom of my armpit. It was covered in sweat. I had my Steamboat Comedy shirt on, which I was planning on wearing that night. And I was like, this thing, I'd like wring it out when
Just
I got to the
a
hotel.
Sweaty dude.
Just the stupidest idea. Was that worth saving $20? Absolutely not. I should have just paid the $20
Just panting. That reminds me of when we were at the Boston airport and you were sweating. We did the same thing.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, let's just walk to the airport.
Yeah, we'll just walk. That's right. Then we ended up like in some weird overpass with like just some, like hobos and shit. I forgot about that. That was a journey, buddy.
And then we were in the TSA line and you were just sweating
Oh,
like a fucking fat chick, dude.
Just the sweatiest man in TSA.
I was like, dude, they're gonna fucking ask you to come to the back room
Yeah.
if you don't stop sweating.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, "Are you nervous? Are you
Yeah.
bombing the country? Is that what it is?"
No, just walked about a half mile.
You know, just longer than that, dude.
I don't think I'd laugh that hard in the airport ever, though. Just looking over at your sweaty
That
body.
was so gross. I was the grossest man in all of Boston, and that's saying something.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Oh my god.
Anyway, you went to Vegas, though, dude.
Went to
And
Vegas.
did you learn anything? Did you find anything out? Did you?
Well, if you saw the last podcast or the clip I put out, I said that every time I do a comedy competition, everyone tells me what a great job I did and how funny I am, and then I don't make it past the first round.
But that can't be like true. That doesn't
No.
really happen, does it?
No, see, it was way different this time. So this time,
Yeah.
everyone told me how funny I was and what a great job I did, and then I was out in the first round.
You're a prophet.
Yes.
You can see the future.
It was foretold.
Oh, that sucks, dude.
But it was a good hang. I really love the World Series guys. Shout out to World
Friend
Series
of the
of
show.
Comedy. Joe and Bob and those guys do a great job putting it on. Seeing some homies, some regulars.
Yeah.
good like networking stuff. And then they had an industry day, and I got to meet some fucking club people from all over the place.
Yeah.
Might be getting some shows booked out of it too, which is cool.
Nice. Rub
More
some
to come
elbows,
on that.
dude.
Exactly,
And some
greasing up those
shoulders.
rubbed elbows and knees and toes.
Yep.
So that was fun. And then friend of the show, Robbie Bernstein, shout out, got me a free pass to Skankfest,
Ooh.
which was fucking crazy.
A hoot and a holler from what
Skankfest
I hear.
was nuts.
Yeah.
Like, it's such a crazy production. It's the whole top floor of this pavilion, which is apparently normally just a big, huge movie theater setup. Like, they had like 7 stages going on, and like 4 of them were in like actual movie theaters, and a couple of them were in like what the lobby would have been,
Yeah.
and things like that. But they just take over this whole thing, and then they also just outside, free to anyone who wants to walk up. They put up a boxing ring, and they did like roast battles there, and they had like pillow fights and all kinds of shenanigans going. They had an ass slapping contest,
Yeah, those are big on
which
the
was
internet.
fantastic.
Yeah.
It's so funny. And then they had like music and shit out there and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, it was an impressive production.
It's just a gathering of people who don't give a fuck, right?
No.
Like those are the
It's like going to a Korn concert, dude. It's like the amount of like gauges
Yeah.
and like green hair mohawks
it's like
you
the
see.
more raunchy you are, the more they're like, yes.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Everyone's just saying the most wildly politically incorrect shit, and everyone loves it and stuff.
You gotta have that outlet.
Yeah, it was fun, man.
Yeah.
Great time. Saw some live podcasts. Got to meet some cool people. Got to briefly hang out with TJ Miller,
Friend of the show.
friend of the show. He's the fucking man. He's so fucking funny.
That's so cool.
He's the coolest.
You saw his set, yeah, and he fucking
Yeah.
I think he's like the most underrated fucking stand up.
He was so
Just because he's like a movie star and everyone's like, oh, he's a fucking act, but like he's so good at stand up. It's ridiculous.
and he didn't even do any material. He would just get on stage.
Do you
and
think he
fuck
really
around.
didn't do any material, or is he
Yes.
just like that good to where it looks like he's just fucking?
No, I think he
like the
really didn't
Doug
do any.
Stanhope type shit. You know what
Yeah.
I'm talking about?
Not like that. No, he was literally just like pointing shit out, and like it might have been some dumb. Like he had this one bit he did because people kept walking in front of him.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Why are you ducking your head? Like it doesn't make a difference." And and he would just get off the mic and just start yell out jokes, and just was like going like giving examples of how you should walk back and forth and
Yeah.
things like that. And no, he was so fucking funny.
That's awesome.
And then I saw he did a on the panel for the Part of the Problem podcast that my boy Dave Smith, friend of the show, is the host of, and Robbie Bernstein, friend of the show.
Friend of the show.
But they had him and a couple other people on, and yeah, he was wild on that. Him and Dave both did a Bitcoin conference together, I guess, and they were telling stories about that, like, because Trump went to it, and they
Oh,
were like,
nice.
what was it like around Secret Service and Trump and shit? And
Yeah.
he had this did the same thing, just like dropped the mic and was just like shouting out this story where he's explaining how he was just like walking back and forth in front of Trump and like staring at him and shit. Trump probably thought he was some like special needs kid. It was so good.
Fuck, man.
God, he is the man. Super nice dude. Saw some other homies. We know Shane Torres, friend of the show. Got to see him briefly. Friend of the show, Sam Talent was there too. I didn't get to see him though. There's
How
a lot
could
of
you
people I didn't run
Fucking
into.
miss him, dude.
Georgia Comstock, friend of the show, was there.
Friend of the show.
Yeah, good times had all around, man. It was sick.
Did you go to a pool party?
No, I didn't go to the pool
You
party.
didn't? I thought you did.
Nuh-uh. No, I went to a pool.
No party though.
I didn't go to the pool party, which the boys. So the friends who came with, we were talking about in the last podcast. They're all excited for this pool party,
Yeah.
and they got back, and I was like, "How was it?" And they're like, "It sucked."
Of course it did.
And I was like, "Yeah."
Again, we're prophets.
They said to get. They went to buy a margarita at this pool party. Guess how much a margarita costs?
At a pool party?
At a pool party in Vegas. Guess how much one
$32.
margarita costs? Higher.
What? Is it like one of those long ones in the fucking tube?
I think so.
And you have to, yeah. You should get executed in public if you
But,
have those.
but whatever it was, I think it was the only option though.
$50.
Higher.
$100?
$72 for a margarita.
I was gonna guess 72 next. You piece of shit.
Fucking idiot.
I was gonna do that was my next one.
Yeah, what if you never bought a margarita before?
One of those tall, dude. How stupid can you fucking look?
I thought about there was at one point where I was like, oh, that's a better deal. And then I just thought about it for a second. I was like, I don't want to walk around all day with this big stupid piece
Fucking
of plastic.
cane. Yeah.
Like, what am I going to do with this?
Limping around.
Just be that. I might as well have like a I Love New York shirt or whatever, tacky like Mickey
Dude.
Mouse ears on my head.
Steal my money. That's what that
Yeah.
is.
I'm begging to be mugged. That's what it said.
I gotta ask, any prostitutes? Did you do any of that?
No, there wasn't any available. I didn't see any
You didn't-
hookers.
Really?
Definitely.
They do play hard to get.
I know, right? I'm like, please. I'm like,
Yeah. What is this cat and mouse game we're playing?
Yes.
Why can't I just give you money and we have
it's
sex?
a simple transaction. I give you $30,
Yeah.
and you let me whack off in front of your boobs.
Yeah. You watch me play Madden for a couple hours, dude.
And you tell me that my father loves me.
That's it. That's all I want.
That's all I need. Someone. No, definitely there's always dudes trying to sell you drugs. I mean, you'll be walking anywhere and some dude will just be like, some sketchy dude will just be like, Coke, Molly, got
What
Coke,
he
got
should-
Molly.
What he should be saying is baking soda.
Yeah.
You want some baking soda?
Vitamin B12 crushed up, fentanyl, B12,
Who wants some
fentanyl.
fentanyl for free?
Yeah. Fentanyl in the house, boys. I'll be like,
Oh
ooh.
my god! You know how a little amount of fentanyl it takes to kill you?
It's like the head of a pencil.
Yeah, you have to like look at it with a fucking magnifying glass, like you're burning ants.
That's so
dude.
crazy.
It's tiny.
And people like do it on purpose though.
Yeah. Well, if you go to the hospital, they make you do it.
Yeah.
Maybe I
that's-
went to a weird hospital.
yeah. If they don't, you call you a bitch if you
Yeah.
don't do it. Yeah.
I don't know.
Was that hospital in a dark alley, by the way?
It was a trap house. It was a trap house.
Yeah. I mean, I did have a heart attack though, so it kind of turned into a hospital.
Yeah.
Now Vegas is always interesting, man. You see a bunch of weirdos and shit, and
Yeah.
it was on Skankfest was on Fremont, which Fremont is way cooler than the Strip.
Okay. I don't even think I've been to that one.
You haven't been to Fremont? That's
No, I've
what
been
they
to the
call
Strip.
Old Vegas,
Oh, okay.
and it's like
Is it Old Vegas?
technically
Yeah.
it's the oldest.
Well, the new
older.
Vegas is kind of old at this point, right?
I mean, it's all well-aged Vegas.
Yeah.
But this would be. It was like the original downtown Vegas, and then everything got fancy and moved to what the Strip is now.
Did you hear any
essentially.
Frank Sinatra songs?
I don't think so.
Really?
Not that I recall.
You didn't see Wayne Newton?
Didn't see Wayne Newton. Didn't see the Blue Men.
You didn't
Apparently, I was told that Carrot Top showed up to Skankfest.
Oh, that would have been fun.
I
would
didn't get to see
fucking
him, though.
I would see Carrot Top so fast.
Oh yeah, I've heard his show is awesome.
I would see
fucking.
it so fast.
Why not
That'd
see
be
something different?
Fucking legend, dude.
Yeah.
I would see, you didn't see any White Tigers. You didn't see.
No White Tigers. No Mike Tyson. No Blue Man Group. No, didn't see any of that.
Didn't do any of the tourist stuff.
No. I know Bert was in town. I saw a boy Bert from a distance.
Bert Kreischer,
Yeah.
friend of the show. We
Friend
met
of the show,
him
Bert
once.
Kreischer. We met him.
He
We're
loves
best
us.
friends.
He is. He texted me earlier today. He said, "Matt,
Oh, this
that's still from
this bottle of whiskey is still the one that I stole from Bert Kreischer's green room in
that's
Vail.
emergency whiskey.
Emergency whiskey. There's that much left.
Down to its last leg."
So, and then when it runs out, I'm gonna have to go stalk Bert again.
Yeah, dude, we're gonna have to show up on his bus.
Yeah. I'm like, oh my god. And then I'll be like, oh, the Steamboat Boys. I love your podcast. And I'll be like, thanks. Your
Thanks, huge
podcast
fan.
is okay, Bert.
Yeah, yours is fine.
Yours is
dude.
fine.
Honestly, it's, ours is really good. It's a lot. I'm tired, bro. I gotta be honest. It's
You're
a lot.
tired?
I'm tired.
Well, you've been working hard?
Yeah, working hard for the weekend, and it's Sunday, and it's just all these people that we fucking
Yeah.
do this for just want
Right.
so much from us.
I mean, we had a big weekend. I had to be gay Frankenstein last night
You did.
at Rocky Horror Picture Show. What was that was the first time you saw the whole production. What are your thoughts on Rocky Horror Picture Show, Matt?
It was awesome. I loved it.
That was wildly convincing. Was it?
It's not my cup of tea.
It was
Mainly
it
'cause
too
I don't
gay for you?
I don't like
Gay sex.
gay sex in my tea.
There's a little bit of
It
gay
was good
sex.
though. I could see because I went last year and they did it in the inside and there was no sound, so I left halfway through.
Yeah, that
I was like, I
one-
can't even hear it. So what's the point of me being
Right, that
here?
was a big fuck up last year.
So like production wise, it was way better. You guys all did great. All of our friends that performed did fantastic.
Yep.
And I appreciate
Rocky Horror cast, friends of the show.
from the show. They all did great. But it's just not like it's not my thing.
No, you don't like.
Again, I'll go there for the performance and I'll watch and I'll support.
You
all,
don't like
all the
gay transsexual aliens.
I'm not saying that. I don't
Oh.
know. I would never go on record saying that.
Gotcha.
Because I do like that thing.
Sure.
But Rocky Horror.
Aliens?
No.
No.
Keep guessing.
Hmm.
You got 2 options left. Go ahead.
Gays?
Yeah.
Transsexuals.
Love those 2. Hate aliens. That's why I really didn't like Rocky
Right.
Horror. It's about aliens.
Yeah, at the end when you find out they're all aliens, you're like, whoa, this got weird.
This is stupid, dude. I
is
can't
so unrealistic
follow this
now.
at all, dude. It was a really good, enthralling movie up till then. It's a weird movie, man. I don't know. It was cool. It was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, it was fun.
I loved
It's
it.
a fun, silly time.
Yeah, you did great. You
Thanks.
were a bright fucking shining star again.
I'm
Should
trying
have
to do my
roses.
best.
I should have brought roses again.
Should have
Throw
brought
at you.
roses. Well, there's another. We're going to do it again at Schmiggity's on the 30th.
Okay, yeah.
So,
I think I got shit
Friends
to
of
do.
the show out there, if you want to see me be gay Frankenstein
On October 30th?
on October 30th at
At
Schmiggity's.
Schmiggity's?
Mm-hmm.
Friend of the show?
Friend of the show, Schmiggity's.
Downtown?
Downtown.
What time does it start?
Steamboat Springs. I don't know.
Colorado? Probably 7:30.
Probably 7:30.
It could be. Yeah, it was fun, man. I'm just exhausted. All these people want to take pictures with us. And
I know,
shit,
we're
dude.
so famous and shit and stuff. Especially after we blew up Hayden on Friday,
Oh
too.
my god,
Crushing it.
absolutely blew it up.
Doing
What I
comedy in a barn.
yeah.
Shout out to the wine bar.
Yeah, that was actually really fun. They were good sports. Hayden didn't care. You could talk shit to him. They
Yeah,
loved it.
Hayden doesn't give a fuck.
That was awesome. That's when you can go up there and immediately be like, "You guys fucking suck, and I hate you," and they're like, "Yes, this is the best."
And they're like, "Sweet, he's talking to us."
Yeah, this is amazing. Usually I don't do anything. Yeah, I had a great time doing that. Do you think what did you think of the show? Did you have a good time?
On
did
Friday?
you have fun? Yeah. What happened to your voice? Did you sound sick? Are you sick?
Do I sound sick?
Yeah.
I'm like on the edge. I'm like teetering.
Yeah. It
It's
might
probably
be from
just-
performing.
It's probably just long COVID.
You just have long COVID.
I've got that long COVID.
Yeah, long SIDS, sudden
Long-
infant death syndrome.
It's going my whole life, dude. I've been suddenly infantly dead since I was a sudden infant.
Dude, that kills most old people is SIDS.
Yeah.
It just takes it a long time.
Is it a sudden adult death? Is that SADS?
It's sad. And it's not great. I tried to do a joke. It's never gonna work. But I tried to do a joke. You weren't there. It was about like calling a funeral a celebration of life, and how
Yeah.
that's like annoying to me.
It's more of a celebration of death.
Yeah, we're not calling it a funeral. We're calling it a celebration of life. It just sounds better.
We all know what you're saying.
Yeah, shut up.
It's a
Is
funeral.
there gonna be a dead body there?
Yeah.
Then it's a funeral.
That we're all going to be celebrating.
Yeah, dude. I get it. I get why they do that. It sounds vocabulary.
It's euphemism.
And
It's this
fucking,
goddamn PC culture
Yeah.
we live in.
I was
Can't even call a dead guy anymore.
anymore. I miss the good old days when you can go to a funeral. No,
Be
you gotta
like,
go
look at
to-
that dead guy.
Go to a funeral, fucking throw a milkshake and a couple gay guys, dude, and fucking have a good
Yeah,
time.
back when men were men.
And now you gotta have a fucking celebration of life. Every funeral's a celebration of life now. Can't we just be sad that someone died?
Right?
Yeah.
I
joke
almost
never
never
worked.
celebrate when I'm at a funeral. I'm pretty much always sad.
Yeah, that's like the angle I was trying to work is like, is there strippers there? Is there champagne there?
Right.
Is there a dead body there? Then it's a funeral.
If I die, you can celebrate my life. I need like a bouncy castle and like all kinds of yard games, fun yard games you can play. Like the one where you throw the frisbee at the bottle on the tiki torches.
That is a fun game.
That's a fun game.
That is a fun game. I love some frizz.
We're gonna have
I
my
am a
funeral on the
white
beach.
guy.
We'll do it on a beach. We'll play frizz,
Yeah.
and then you just Viking funeral me just off into the sunset.
Yeah, just fucking shoot an arrow right at your dead corpse,
Yes.
dude. That is how you should go out.
That would be sick.
Honestly, we all could die very soon. Depending on how this election
Oh,
goes.
this am I
dude?
right?
Oh, my God. Not
If-
to get too political, but we're in the weeds.
If the wrong guy or gal wins, we're all gonna die.
Dude, if the wrong person wins, we're dead.
We're all dead.
If the right person wins, dude, it's all going to be perfect.
Yes.
Isn't
If-
that crazy?
Right?
That's nuts.
I really hope it's the perfect one and not the bad one.
I hope the right person. It's important to vote for the right person.
The correct. Don't say right.
No, not right. Not right. But maybe. Shit.
But oh fuck, which
Fuck.
one?
The whatever. It's important because it's gonna make an impact.
Because it's the most important election of our lifetime.
This is the most important
This
one.
is the most important one.
That last election, I was like, this isn't important.
No,
This one, I'm like, this means something.
everyone kept saying that in 2020. They're like, "This is the most important one." I was like, I think this next one,
Yeah.
2024,
2024 feels more important.
feels more important.
So not to get too political.
Yeah, sorry, we don't want to be divisive or too political.
Not
but
at all, but
make sure you vote for the correct person.
No, not the right.
Whoa.
The correct person.
The correct person.
Don't
Guy
leave
or
them
gal.
out. Yeah.
We don't discriminate. The correct one.
Oh.
Or else it'll be literally Hitler. That's what I hear.
Yeah. No, that's where we're headed.
We're headed to Hitlerville.
That's where we're headed. That's why we keep talking about the apocalypse, because it's
Nuclear.
happening.
Yeah, because we got to prep these comedy shows for after the Holocaust.
And then we're going to
Times
fucking
2.
dominate. Yeah, just vote smart this year,
Yeah.
because a lot is riding on it.
Just vote.
A lot.
Vote for anyone.
Vote
Vote for
a lot.
anything. Vote as much as you can.
A
As
ton.
many times as they let you vote, make sure you vote that many times.
And then vote one more time, just for good measure.
Just a little cherry on top.
Dude,
Here's
if
a
you
third
just
vote.
Yeah, if you travel around and use different names, you can vote as many times as you want.
Yeah, that's true.
Do they do voting booths anymore?
I don't know.
Do they?
I think so.
Or is it all online? You just vote on Facebook.
No, they
now?
don't. They let you mail it in, but they don't let you do it online, which I think is silly.
They still use the postal service to
Yes.
fucking lick a stamp and put it on
Right.
here.
It's the only thing keeping the postal service going.
For
Is
who's
like,
gonna
well, we
be-
got to keep you around in case fucking people need to vote.
Oh, some people love their election mail, dude.
Oh, they love it.
Oh, they can't get enough election mail. But yeah, you can vote for as many times as you want. You should be able to vote online. It's just like a hot or not thing.
Just swipe left or right.
Yeah, dude.
That's
Don't
the
like
way
that
they should do
candidate.
it. Just no.
And if you want to get the youths to vote, that's how you're gonna have to do it.
Yeah.
It's like Tinder, but for presidents.
And they all got to have big old titties.
They gotta have huge racks, and they gotta have the right angles too. If my president doesn't know the right angle,
Right.
not right,
Oh, sorry.
left, shit, vote for the correct person.
The correct person.
Because if you don't, we're fucked.
We're all going to die.
We're all dead if you don't vote for the
Whoever
correct
that person is. Whoever you feel is right, that's the correct person. If you don't vote for them, we're all going to die.
But not right. He said right on accident.
Yeah.
I think it was a fraudulent slip.
A fraudulent slip from Sigmund Fraud.
Yeah, dude. He was a fraud. That guy had nothing going on.
Right? He's all about banging his mom and shit. I don't know,
Yeah.
he's a weird guy.
You got to be a boring motherfucker to get in philosophy. You do. Anyway, I have some philosophy quotes for you. I just wanted to read them to you and then get your initial thought. Just,
Absolutely.
just
I mean,
if you like them, if you don't like them, what it makes you feel, what you think about it.
okay. I consider myself a modern philosopher, so this should be, pretty easy for me to interpret. But please,
Yeah.
continue.
I'm going to do it. You ready?
Yep.
But before we do, make sure you get out there and vote and do it good, okay?
Do good.
Do good when you vote. You ready for that?
Yes.
So dumb. All right. Philosophy quotes. I want to get your thoughts.
Okay.
If a dog will not come to you after having looked you in the face, you should go home and examine your conscience. Woodrow Wilson. What do you think about that? You want me to read it again?
Yes.
If a dog will not come to you after having looked you in the face,
Looked
should-
or licked?
looked you in the face.
Yeah.
You should go home and examine your conscience. Woodrow Wilson, who was an alcoholic.
Woodrow Wilson was a piece of shit, actually. I have very strong thoughts on Woodrow Wilson. But that's for another podcast.
Not to get too political.
He did get us into World War I, which led to World War II, and he also created the Federal Reserve and destroyed America. But
You don't know what I'd say? You can't have World War II without World War I.
that's correct.
You know what I mean?
It's actually true.
I've always said it.
That's the philosophy quote we
But
need.
what do you think of the quote, not him as a person?
See, I disagree because there's a lot of dogs that, maybe fucking have to have a checkered past. Maybe just doesn't like people.
Yeah.
Not
I
all
hate
dogs
that
are
one.
good dogs.
I did. When I saw this one, I fucking hated it so much.
Is that an actual quote?
It's an actual quote from what he
Woodrow
loved
Wilson
dogs.
is a piece of shit.
Yeah, it's the dumbest one. He's like, dude, you're not supposed to care what other people think, but you're supposed to be like, that dog, I give a shit what he thinks.
Yeah.
Fuck
Oh,
you,
that dog is so wise. It's
Yeah,
beyond it.
dude.
He knows a character
Love-
so well.
Dogs can tell if you're fucking... Murderers have dogs. No, they can't tell.
Yeah. Hitler had a dog.
What does that tell you about Woodrow Wilson?
Woodrow Wilson,
Hitler had a dog, Woodrow, if you're listening,
Yeah.
friend of the show.
enemy of the show, Woodrow
Enemy,
Wilson.
the first enemy of the show.
First declared enemy of the show is the corpse of Woodrow Wilson.
All right, that was the first one. I got another one.
Dumb. Continue.
It takes 2 years to learn to speak and 60 to learn to keep quiet. Ernest Hemingway. How does that one make you feel? Right inside.
Old Ernest.
Just initial. Let
It
me
sounds
hear
like what he says is just like, God, I wish more people would shut their yap traps.
Dude, I like this one.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
He's onto something there.
As we're just gabbing onto the internet.
It's like I feel like someone was just annoying him, and he was like, "Oh, shut up!"
Yeah, if you were 60 years old, you'd be shutting up right now.
Right, and someone else was like, "Man, you should really find a kinder way to say that." And he was like, "All right, I'll figure it out."
Yeah, it'll be more eloquent.
He's like, he's
Eloquent Stefani.
just at a bar, and he just yells at someone like, "If you were older, you'd shut your mouth."
Yeah. Do you know how old he was when he wrote this?
62.
62. What a fucking dick, dude.
Well, it's also, it takes way more than 2 years to learn to talk.
Yeah.
Like, well.
Yeah.
You can't do it until you're like 7.
Well, does he say it takes 2 years to talk? Or does a 2-year-old...
Maybe he just talks. Maybe that's why he's a writer, because he can't talk. He's just like... It takes him 2 years to
well,
say a
he's so
sentence.
fucking drunk, dude. He doesn't
Yeah,
know.
that's right. He was a raging alcoholic.
Raging alcoholic.
Mhm.
All these quotes are just from people that are...
Hemingway, didn't he used to
horrible
slap
lives.
up women like Sean Connery, too?
He probably, dude. It was the fucking...
He was a man.
Early 90s, I think.
He was a man's man. Did I tell you I went to his house in Key West?
Ernest Hemingway
Yeah.
house in Key West.
Yeah, and
What
it's like a
fucking
tourist
fraud.
attraction. And his big thing was he loved cats that had extra toes.
Toes or
Toes.
Toes or toast.
No, not they had normal amount of burnt toast.
Okay, cool.
I mean toes as in digits on
Yeah.
their feet, because it's good luck. Sailors thought it was good luck if you had a cat that had like a 6th toe. And so this house, you go to his house and they give you a tour and tell you all about him. And there's just these freak ass cats just wandering around everywhere while you're on the tour. And you're like, what's up with the fucking weird foot on this cat?
They still do that. They still keep weird cat toes in
Yeah.
there, like living cats.
Oh yeah, there's
And-
like a dozen of them.
Oh,
Like
that's
if you find a cat with like a funky toe, then you can just give it to Ernest Hemingway's house.
Hey, where's Ernest Hemingway's house? I gotta drop this cat
I
off.
got- yeah. Oh, I don't want this 9-toed freak. Let me give it to the ghost of Ernest
Oh
Hemingway.
my god, what a psycho! He killed himself in Idaho, by the way. Did you know that?
In Idaho?
Yeah,
Well, he did love to hunt and fish.
friend of
and
the
kill
show.
himself.
Yeah, those were his 3 favorite things.
Yes.
In no particular order either.
Well, the one he only did once, so I don't know if he liked it that much.
Oh,
If he killed himself like 3 or 4 times, I'd be like, this is a hobby.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's yeah. What, are you doing this for yourself or for or for what, dude?
For what?
For attention?
For attention.
I got one more quote for you. And
Let's
this
hear it.
one leads us into the next segment. One idiot is one idiot. You might have heard this one. 2
Yeah.
idiots are 2 idiots.
Yep.
10,000 idiots are a political party.
Oh! Fuck you, Woodrow Wilson.
Oh, that was Franz Kutka. I don't know who that
Franz
is.
Kutka?
It sounds like a German name.
Franz Ferdinand.
It was Archduke Franz Ferdinand. No,
Archduke.
sounds like a German guy that said that, so he might have known what he was talking about. Yeah.
That's
I do
some-
like that. That one I actually like.
That's pretty good.
I enjoy that
I think
one.
it's a lot more than 10,000, though.
For a political party?
Well, I guess I don't know how you count who's in the party.
Yeah, 10,000. That's like
It's a lot.
if you're thinking about football stadiums, it's a fucking...
It's like,
You
not
lost
shit.
your ass on that fucking game.
Yeah, right?
If only 10,000 people
It'd be like a
came.
Panthers game.
This
Because no
is-
one goes.
Yeah, it's probably from a super old time. When 10,000 was a lot.
Right. That was half the country.
Yeah. Did you like that one?
I did like that one.
That was not bad. That's not a bad one. They went stupid, then okay, and then
And then, like,
kind of
and then it's
appreciate.
like, political parties are a bunch of idiots.
Yeah, but vote this election year.
Whichever group of idiots you like better, that's what they're the least idiotic, and do what's right.
And even if you don't know anything about politics, you don't care, you don't
Yeah.
you don't do any research, anything,
Right.
vote.
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 You're actually the most important people to vote because you're the ones who can be persuaded by propaganda.
Yes.
So we really need you to vote.
But don't even look at the propaganda. Just go in there blind and just vote because
Right.
it's important.
It is important.
Blind voting.
But you're right. People died face down in the mud so that you could do absolutely no research or be informed on any topic and then go in and just cast a vote for someone who doesn't give a shit about you at all and wants to protect corporate interests and ship your children overseas to get blown up in pointless wars so Halliburton can make money. That's what's important.
If you are gonna ship your children, though, make sure you do it UPS.
UPS, fuck FedEx.
UPS. They give
Enemy
you a
of the show,
tracking
FedEx.
number. Fucking FedEx. I do like how you said died face down in the dirt. I don't know why I like that sentence so much.
You never heard that?
Died face down in the dirt.
There was I would always hear that growing up. They'd be like, yeah, your soldiers died face down in the mud so that you have the right to do this or that. They all died face down in the mud.
What if they fell on their back?
Those ones didn't care if you voted. It's the ones who landed on their face.
Yeah. Or
They really wanted you to use your rights.
What if they landed on the grass?
They land on the grass, then they probably don't care either.
Face down in the dirt.
It's probably every soldier, like their last breath, they're just looking for a pile of mud to stick their face in and be like, this is for America. And then,
And then his buddy could have been like, he died face down in the mud. We got to let someone know.
yeah, I got to tell my grandkids.
Face down in the dirt. She says, this
It
doesn't
doesn't
hurt.
hurt.
She said.
Red
Red jumpsuit apparatus. Friend of the show.
Friend of the show.
Check
Do they
it
have any
out.
other songs beside that one?
They do have other songs. I just don't know what they
I don't
are.
know what they are either.
And I don't care because that song kicks so much ass. I'll die face down in the dirt for red jumpsuit apparatus, dude.
Hell yeah.
I got
Sentences that have never been said before right there.
Yeah. You're right. That leads us into the next one.
Wow.
All
Is it
right.
time for
Yeah.
sentences.
Well, yeah, we got a bunch of stuff to do. Not to tease too much, but we got some shit to do.
Oh God,
as
we
well.
have a segment that I'm very much not looking forward to.
Yeah,
at
so
the
we
end.
got to get through these sentences that have never been said before, so we can get to the big part of the show.
All right, well let me cue it up for the clips. That says Matt Newland
There's
again.
Wait. Sorry to
Wait.
cut you off. There's a specific quality to this one though that I want you to know.
Oh.
Election series.
Oh.
Yeah, so go ahead.
So-
Go ahead.
We have Matt Newland's sentences that have never been said before. Election series.
You ready for the first one?
Yes.
My asexual cousin really wants to fuck Donald Trump.
I mean, even if you just took out Trump and you said my asexual cousin really wants to fuck, that's probably not said very often.
No.
I mean, just kind of by definition.
You just look for these little riddles when you're coming up with these sentences that have never
right.
been said before. It's more of a words game than it is content.
I could see, someone out there.
An asexual
'Cause
cousin?
some people really love old Don, the Don. And there could be one guy who would just sworn off sucking dicks. And then one day he sees The Apprentice.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm asexual.
He saw reruns of The Apprentice.
Yes. Like, I'm asexual, but that guy's kind of doing something for me. I should probably tell my cousin. Should let him know.
And then, his
And then
cousin
he
was
gets
like,
off the phone
"Shit."
and he's like, Jesus, that was weird. And someone's like, what happened? He goes, my asexual cousin really wants to fuck Donald Trump.
That's how it could have happened.
See?
I don't know if it did, though.
I know we'll never know.
I like how you decoded that, though. That is fun. That is
Thank
a fun
you.
part of this
Trying to
game.
paint you a picture.
Okay, this one's a little fucking out there. Here we go.
Let's go.
Sentence number 2. Clark Kent is liberal. Superman is Republican. And this November, they're both going to be voting for whichever candidate supports funding for the Alien Laser Eyes Foundation.
Yeah?
No one has said that.
No one said
dude.
that.
You're welcome, listeners of the show.
Ooh, what an internal battle that
Right.
Clark and Superman have
Actually-
to have.
I thought about that one for a while. Just like the image of like Clark Kent going into a voting booth, but he's also Superman.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck.
Yeah. And he's like, oh, what's happening to me?
And then they got to go middle party
Mm.
because they compromise because they're both reasonable men.
Right. Yeah.
Mhm.
He looks himself in the mirrr.
Laser eyes.
He laser eyes himself in the mirror. And he's like, I got to start a foundation to help people like me.
The Alien Laser Eyes Foundation.
If you have sex with Superman, does it make you gay? Because he's technically an alien.
That's a threesome in my book, buddy. All
You
right.
get a 1-2 combo, Clark
Yeah,
and
Clark
Superman.
and Superman.
Hell yeah.
It's a menage a trois, my
Menage
good
a trois.
man.
And Lois can sit her ass in the corner.
Yeah, and write a fucking think piece about it, you stupid bitch. All right. Hate Lois Lane, dude.
What a bitch.
The character, not the actresses that have played her.
Oh, Emmy Adams, friend of the show.
Okay, here we go. I was really thinking about voting booths a lot while I was writing these, I guess.
Okay.
Okay. Number 3. When you walk into that voting booth this year, don't just vote. Also take your clothes off and start screaming, "There's no phone in here! There's no phone in here! How am I supposed to make a collect call to my smoking hot girlfriend in India if there's no phone in this booth?"
Yeah, I don't think that's been said. I'm trying to decode that one. I don't think it can be done.
Did you follow it, though? But
I
did
did.
you follow it?
I followed it.
Did you get it?
It kind of sounded like it was 2 sentences, though.
Did you get it? I put a lot of commas in
A lot
there.
of comments. It's a run-on
Commas.
sentences.
There's some quotes in there, too. Yeah, but it is sentences that have never been said.
To go into a voting booth, mistaking it for a phone booth,
Is comedy.
and you want to call your smoking hot, not your regular, your smoking hot girlfriend who happens to live in India.
Yeah, she's just visiting, though. She's white.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's kind of disappointing.
When I was writing it, I was like, smoking hot Italian girlfriend in India, and I was like, that's too much.
That's too much.
That's too much.
not
This would be
necessary.
ridiculous if I did
It
that.
would be a bridge too far.
This would be insane if I did that, so I fucking cut out that part.
You know, I bet that there's someone who was called their smoking hot girlfriend from a phone booth who lives in India. I bet there's also someone who's gone into a voting booth thinking it was a phone booth. But those combined,
yeah.
chances are pretty low.
Pretty fucking steaming low, dude.
Pretty hot, steaming low.
And this is the content that we like to provide to the people. You've never heard those sentences.
You haven't.
Do you get it?
You listen to any podcast in the whole world, you'll never hear that sentence right there.
Nope. Probably not, unless you listen to this one.
And you do, because
alright.
you are right now.
Are you excited?
Yeah.
You excited for our
Oh,
next segment?
no. Is it time for this?
It's gotta be, dude.
Okay, so...
It has to be time for this.
So,
Let's go,
this
dude.
is the worst idea ever.
It was your idea.
I know that. I said it as a joke.
Yeah. No, you looked at me dead in the face. You said we should do that on the podcast.
I looked at you dead in the soul, is
yeah,
what it was.
and I was face down in the dirt.
And you said it doesn't hurt. Because you'd finally had enough.
Yeah. And honestly, Red Jumpsuit Apparatus, you came up with this fucking idea, and
This
I
is your
loved it
fault.
immediately.
Okay, so inspired by a friend of the show, Jared Morrill, who is now the Willy Wonka of Steamboat and runs a candy store. He let us know that he has what some call the most sour candy in the world.
Yeah.
And because we hate ourselves, we're going to try the most sour candy in the world. So this is it. It's called, so you can show it to the camera here. It's called Mega Sour. And supposedly, let's see, what does it say? It says, warning, extremely sour candy. So when it has a warning on it, that's what I call not boding well.
Oh, you didn't like it immediately. I brought him home. I went and bought him, and I saw him, and I was like, these have got to be what he was talking about.
It costs $8.
Oh, I spent a lot of money because I got other shit, too. I got 2 of the Mega Sours, and then I got the Warheads just in case these were fucking duds.
I have a feeling that they won't be duds.
And then I got the Crybabies, too.
All right,
You remember Crybabies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember watching fucking Ohio State fans last year. Oh, that's my attempt at a shot.
What flavor did you give me?
Red.
Okay.
And mine is yellow.
How
I'm
much
assuming
sulfuric
lemon.
acid do you think's in here?
This looks like one of those, like you see on Instagram, those like burning hot metal balls that just
Yeah.
burn through shit. That's what it's gonna do to us.
Yeah, so you have to put it directly on your tongue. You can't cheek it. Don't cheek this shit. I'll know if you're cheeking it. I can always tell when people are cheeking it.
I'm really hoping this is a dud because I'm not looking forward to this at all.
Are you salivating?
Kind of out of fear.
I'm so excited.
All
It's
right.
gonna be so sour. All right,
Here we
Sours
go.
candies.
If you're watching, here it comes. All right.
cheers.
Cheers.
Sing a song.
Okay. That's pretty sour.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Mm-mm.
Oh, it's sour.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck
I
me.
hate it.
Keep it in.
I don't want
Don't you spit it out, you whore. Keep it in.
to.
You know how much money I paid for this?
Oh no, I'm crying.
You know how much money I paid for
Okay,
this?
look.
I can't believe that.
Oh, that was a nightmare.
I didn't die
Oh, it's so sour.
face down in the dirt so you could spit that out.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's drooling.
I'm drooling all over.
You,
Oh,
you're drooling.
I thought I was gonna fucking puke.
You're gagging right now. Put it back in.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, do you still have yours in?
Yeah, it wasn't that sour.
You're fucking crazy.
I'm a nutcase, dude.
Oh,
I was abandoned in a Walmart parking lot. You think this scares me?
I hate this. I can't do it.
It's still sour?
Yeah, it's still sour.
Mine's not sour anymore.
It's getting more sour.
Mine's not even close to sour. That was bullshit, dude. I think Warheads are sourer than that.
Well, give it a shot.
I'm going to.
I don't know how you're doing that.
Because I'm a fucking animal, dude. Because I'm an alpha.
I'm like sweating.
Because I'm a fucking alpha, dude. I didn't fucking listen to a billion episodes of Joe Rogan just so I could spit this out. All right, dude. I'm a fucking alpha.
Oh, I hated every second of that. It's still in my tongue hurts.
They said when I bought these, they were like, yeah, they're sour the whole way through.
Well, you're cheeking it now.
Well, because if I can't, it's a podcast. I can't
That's right,
talk.
you can't talk.
That was something that we didn't really realize when we put it in our mouths. It was like, we're not going to be
There was some dead air of us. She's like,
yeah. Keep it in your mouth, you whore.
Oh, I'm crying. I hated that. I hated that so much.
Let's get some hot stuff next time.
I would rather do hot than that.
That was another thing I had, just to get like some really hot shit, but tell you like these are the sour things that they got, and then just give
it
you
just
something.
lights my mouth on fire.
They didn't have anything hot there.
Oh, that sucked. I hated that. I hated that so much.
I'm pretty good.
You like that?
Yeah.
Jesus.
It was intense for like fucking 30 seconds.
My stomach hurts just from having that in my mouth for like a second.
Yeah, or it could be the COVID that you have right now.
It could be the long COVID. the long COVID.
The long SIDS and COVID that you have right now. Long SIDS is very fun.
Got a bad case of the long SIDS.
Yeah, he's 84 years old, died from long SIDS.
Oh, I hated that so much.
I do have one more thing I want you to do before we stop this podcast.
What's that?
And you don't have to do it if you don't want, but I don't know. Sometimes I like to throw shit on you and see if you can fucking land and see if you can stick the landing.
Bring it.
I want you to do an alpha inspiration to all the alphas out there. Have you know those videos?
The like Andrew Tate like. Ugh.
Yeah, you know the essence I'm talking about.
I think so.
Yeah, give it to them. Let them
like
know
the
how to.
Like the motivational TikTok shit like your fucking cousin does or whatever.
Kyle, let them know how they should be living their lives. Okay, take it from you.
Take it from me.
A sweaty man.
A man whose stomach hurts from eating candy that's too sour.
Give them.
That was a gross burp, too. How are you still have that in your mouth? You're a fucking sadist,
it's
dude.
done being sour. I am a sadist for sure, dude. I'm an ultra marathon runner. You think that's going to fucking stop me?
Oh, my God.
Speaking of alpha.
I know you're out there. You're confused. You're trying to find your place in the world. But you got to dig deep. You got to dig deep. And you got to invest in Bitcoin. And you got to take jiu-jitsu classes.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to don't whack off. Losers whack off.
Fucking whack off.
Don't whack. Spending all your time whacking off when you could be learning about Bitcoin. Take it from me. I never whack off. Never have, never will. And that's why I'm a winner. And you can be too if you subscribe to my Bitcoin channel and give me $12 a month. Join the army.
This November, instead of whacking off, vote.
Yeah. What's more important?
What's more important?
Did my great grandpa die face down in the mud so you could just go whack off?
He said this doesn't
to
hurt.
AI porn titties.
What?
What?
They have that?
Oh yeah.
AI porn titties?
Oh, AI porn titties are taking over.
Mm.
Dude, it's gonna be. There's like gonna be no more, like
regular porn.
No.
Dude, back in my day, we had regular ass internet porn.
Back in my day, the porn was made out of women. Now it's all you kids. You got your
Back in my day, the porn was made out of broken women.
made out of abused, sad
All
people,
right. And it was hot.
and I loved it.
And they didn't have 6 toes.
And they all died young.
Dude, I hope AI doesn't take over porn.
Oh, it's you're too late, bud.
I'm not too late.
It's not too late. It's never too late.
I did see a fucking really annoying alpha video, though, and I just want to talk about it real quick.
Yeah.
It was some, like, fucking 50-year-old dude. I don't even know who he was. But his whole video, like, fucking topic was, you shouldn't be at your house unless you're sleeping. You should always be out.
Why?
You should, and then he said, and you should only be at your house for 7 hours to sleep. And I was like, 7? It's supposed to be 8. Everyone knows it's 8 hours.
Get 8 hours.
But he's so alpha. He was like 7.
I could do it in 7.
He's like, never be. If you want to be successful, don't be at your house. And I had a visceral anger to it.
Where are you
like,
supposed to be?
Yeah, at work or
The
at the
library?
coffee shop or.
So go spend all your money on frivolous shit is his alpha mentality.
Don't you dare be at the house though that you paid to be in.
Right.
If you want
using things that you already have at your house that you paid for.
Yeah, if you want to be
food.
successful, never be at home.
If you want to be successful, go eat out like
Yeah,
7 days a
dude,
week.
I was so pissed. I wish I fucking wrote his name down so we could tag
What a
him.
dumb idiot.
So we could tag him and find
Yeah, you
him.
should have. Well, if we can find it, we're gonna tag this dumbass in it. If we found him, it's gonna say it right here.
I can find it. It's gonna be like fucking don't stay at your house motivation. I don't. What the fuck? What a dumb.
What a stupid idiot.
What an asshole. Don't be at your house. Never be at your house. It's not too late. It's never too late.
I don't get any motivational videos. I just get AI porn titties on my Instagram.
I get the motivational ones because I'm sad sometimes. So they do help. The good ones do help.
There you go.
They do help.
Yeah.
But that one pissed me. That made me angrier.
That's such a stupid piece of advice. I would say the opposite. If you want to be successful, fucking don't go out and blow money and time on shit you don't need to do. Stay home and read a fucking book.
No, God, are you fucking trying to be a loser?
I'm sorry, that sounded very beta of me.
Get out of your house.
What do you want to learn, you fucking cuck bitch?
Get out of your house. Sleep for 7 hours. For 7 hours.
Sleep on a park bench. Scare children.
For 7 hours you sleep, and then you wake up, you're out the fucking door. Don't even shower.
If you're not out eating McDonald's 3 times a day, every day, because that's not in your house.
What a fucking cuck,
What
dude.
a douche.
Yeah. And
Almost anyone.
also, he's like an older man, and I hate older white men so much, dude. Unless you're my dad or a family member, I
Right.
hate over the age of 50-year-old men.
Oh, well, it's the boomers. I guess technically of any race, but it's more irritating. The white ones want to give you the most advice. But just the boomer generation, they're just like, what do you mean? I bought this house for $30,000 and I sold it for $1 million and I did nothing to earn that. Why can't you just figure it out? And it's like, you fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, how about I beat the shit out
How
of your
about I
old
beat
bones?
you fucking
Yeah.
bones?
How about I
bud?
break your kneecaps because you're old and I'm young?
Yeah.
How about that? And then we'll see how nice it is to have you get outside your fucking
And
house.
we'll see
dude.
how loyal a hungry dog really is. Dark Knight reference drink.
Yeah, I'm gonna break that dude's kneecap so he has to be in his house. I hope he gets. I hope.
I hope he gets on house arrest.
I hope he gets. I was just gonna say you beat me to it. You fuck.
Let's
You piece of shit.
let's go frame him for something that
Yeah.
gives you house arrest.
Dude, I miss the good old days when you could just throw a little child porn on your buddy's computer.
Yeah,
and
just
have
slip
a
a
good,
hard drive in his mailbox.
have
Call
a
the
good
feds.
prank, dude. Just
What?
a classic joke
That's a little goof.
for on his work laptop for your buddy.
Yeah.
Have a good laugh.
Buy some child porn on the fucking dark web and then
Yeah.
slip it in your buddy's mailbox. Then
Yeah.
call the federal
Call the
government and be like, "What?"
And, then he's like, "Well, no, that's not mine."
I swear to God. And they're like, "What?" And they just beat the fuck. And then he goes to prison and he gets molested because it's like the most hated people in the world.
I miss being able to do those classic bits.
Back when boys were boys and men were
Yeah,
men.
I miss those classic bits that everyone loves so much.
God, what happened to America? You know.
I'll tell you what, it's going to keep happening unless you vote for the correct person this November.
So get out and vote.
Get out and vote.
Get out and vote. Make your voices heard.
We have a couple more podcasts before the election, too, so this is going to be a thing.
Oh, yeah.
This is going to be a thing.
Yeah, well, assuming there's not more assassinations and wild shit and the whole country's not on fire by then, there should hypothetically be an election.
Here's the thing. We're going to be fine.
Everything's going to be fine.
Everything's going to be fine.
It's going to be okay.
It's going to be fine. It's
People
not
in
it's not
charge.
about what's right, dude.
No.
It's about what's fair.
Dark Knight reference number 2, drink.
Everything is going to be fine, I guarantee it. And if
Yeah.
it's not, we'll all be dead.
And if
so
it's
you
not,
won't be
you'll
able
be
to say.
dead. And then we're putting up our comedy shows in the apocalypse, 2 bullets per ticket.
We have a lot to talk about, dude. It's
All
going
right.
to be wild. Let's wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up. Let's
fat
go
it
get
up.
Fat Boy Sunday. Thanks everybody who's coming out to the shows lately. We are going to take a little break, but we'll also be on the road. Find people. Ooh, give them that sexy robot dick. We're going to be in
My teeth are
Denver.
fucked.
Before the next time you hear us, yeah, because we'll be back that Sunday.
Yep.
The 19th, we'll be doing Robbie Bernstein's taping a special, and we're gonna
Friend of the show. Let's go.
Friend of the show, Robbie Bernstein.
Be a blast.
And then we'll be in Breckenridge and Montrose the week after that, which is gonna be fucking sick. And then Craig, and then I'll be in Marquette, which is cool. So we got all kinds of shit going on. Oh, I gotta book someone for the Craig show. I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
Remind me to do that later. Anyways, thanks for watching. And eat sour candy if you're a fucking psycho like Matt.
The thing is fucking my teeth up, though.
I can't believe they're not falling out.
Yeah, no, I'm going to go brush.
All right, goodbye.
All right, thank you. Bye. Love you.
Rain or shine, it's here to make you laugh. It's the Steamboat Comedy Podcast. It's the Steamboat Comedy Podcast.